Fiction has depicted people with genetic mutations as glamorous superheroes. But genetic mutations are very much a reality that many people live with throughout their lives. Here are 10 real people with shocking genetic mutations. Before we begin, be sure to hit that red subscribe button and get updated on everything going on with the richest. Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic was born with a genetic mutation called AMELIA, which is connected to a mutation of chromosome 8. He was born without arms or legs. He could have looked at his life circumstances and gone down a dark hole, but instead he decided to live life to the fullest. He goes on tour often to give motivational talks and lives as normal of a life as he can. He got married a few years ago and is a father to 2 sons. In case you're wondering, his sons didn't inherit his condition. Egyptian baby. In October 2015, a woman in Egypt gave birth to a baby boy who was born with only one eye and no nose. The condition is a genetic mutation known as cyclopia and is a congenital birth defect that often results in malformed organs as well. It happens in 1 in every 1,000 births, and the pregnancy rarely goes to full term. If a baby is born, they are not expected to survive, as it is a terminal condition. Unbreakable family. In 1994, an athlete named John was in a bad car accident, but doctors were shocked when the man had no breaks or fractures in his bones. After conducting tests, doctors found out John had a bone density that was 8 times higher than the average human. A few years later, one of John's physicians overheard another doctor talk about a family that had a higher bone density than normal, and that one of the family members couldn't get a hip replacement because the surgeons couldn't screw in the prosthesis into his bones. After running more tests, doctors found out there is a whole group of people with a mutation known as LRP5. While the mutation is known for low bone density, it can also cause a higher bone density. Isaac Brown. Little Isaac Brown was born with a genetic mutation called congenital analgesia, which affects his ability to feel pain. It means that if he breaks a bone, he doesn't feel pain. While nothing hurts him, it also causes a lot of issues because he can't identify when he is hurt or when his actions are harming his body. When he was a toddler, he was touching burning stoves, holding broken glass, all without flinching. He broke his pelvis on the playground once, and it took a few days before his parents saw something was wrong. Eero Mandironda. Eero Mandironda is considered to be one of the most successful Finnish skiers of all time. He had the strength and endurance of someone with real superpowers. Mandironda had a condition where he had a mutation of the erythropoietin receptor gene, which made his bloodstream able to carry 50% more oxygen in his blood. The result was he had endurance that no one else could compete with. Amelia Berger. 5-year-old Amelia Berger was born with a condition called microcephaly, which is believed to be a genetic mutation. The condition causes a person to have a smaller head because their brain didn't develop properly during pregnancy. Along with being born with a genetic mutation, Amelia was also born blind. Her parents, Shelley and Joey, were told not to expect much from her. But Amelia has surpassed expectations and appears to be thriving despite her condition. Gabby Williams. Gabby Williams has been called a real-life Benjamin Button, but instead of growing backwards, she grows 1 year every 4 years. That means that at the age of 9, she has the body and mentality of a 2-year-old. Her condition is so rare that there isn't a name for it yet, but doctors believe it is a genetic mutation. Plus, doctors believe that Gabby's genetic mutation might hold the secret to immortality, or at least a longer life. Romeo WEISS. Romeo WEISS has survived 10 heart attacks and 2 open heart surgeries. He was born with a genetic mutation called hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which means that he only has half a heart. But incredibly, Romeo has survived so far and continues to fight for his life. Why the genetic mutation happened is a mystery, but Romeo has demonstrated that he is a superhero of his own kind. Liam HOEKSTRA. Liam HOEKSTRA is a child that was born with a rare genetic mutation that prohibits his body from producing the protein myostatin. This protein is what inhibits muscle growth, so in Liam's case, he's nearly all muscle and very little body fat. He is naturally stronger than other kids his age, but doesn't have to train as hard. However, Liam does have to eat more in order to keep up with his body. Javier BOTET. If you're a fan of horror movies, there's a good chance that you might have seen Javier BOTET a few times. He might have even been a central focus of your nightmares. BOTET was born with Marfan syndrome, which gives him a thin frame and elongated limbs. He is also extraordinarily flexible, giving him the ability to manipulate and twist his body into unbelievable shapes. We hope you found this video informative. Please leave us a comment down below and check out these other incredible videos on our channel. Thank you for watching.